October 4th sees the release of Joker, This is where I would usually have said the highly anticipated feature film starring Joaquin Phoenix. But in this case, it just might be more accurate to say October 4th sees the release of Joker, the controversial feature film which has been declared to be problematic. Incel-led mass shootings are anticipated to accompany the release. That's not me trying to be sarcastic, by the way. It is the US Army and LA police saying that. And it's over a comic book movie. What kind of bizarro world are we living in where this is the conversation going into a DC movie? Nothing like this happened the last time the Joker was seen on film, so how the hell did such a state of affairs come to be? Based on the iconic Batman villain, Joker tells the story of Arthur Fleck, portrayed by Joaquin Phoenix, a sexually rejected white weirdo loner and failed comedian whose rejection by society prompts him to snap and embark on a life of crime. Many critics that saw the movie early found this to be deeply problematic, because this narrative is in some ways similar to that of a number of disenfranchised, involuntarily celibate, i.e. incel, young white men who become radicalized, and subsequently embark on shooting sprees.
You young fellas better listen up good, because the media is starting to push this threat narrative that this new Joker film is going to inspire one or more young fellas to go on a murder spree. Of course, this is nonsense, but the whole idea is to villainize the average guy on the street, which basically is what an incel is nowadays. They say the Joker film glorifies, feel sympathy about the incels, which is essentially to say, the film is about how the Joker becomes a Joker through abuse. So, of course, there's going to be sympathy for the Joker if he was a good person who is abused into an insane one. Yet, society sees this as, the Joker's the villain, he should just be destroyed. And that's who you guys are to your greater society. I mean, suppose this film, premieres and there's a big police presence, watching, waiting for something to happen. You know what's going to happen. Some young fellow who's a bit fidgety is going to get knocked down or told to freeze, and he's going to get frisked, and he's going to get abused when he's just trying to go and watch a film. And of course, no arrests are going to be made because he's be innocent. But that's not the point. He's still being harassed. That's the purpose of it. He's going to be told to know his place. You are not the first-class citizen you think you are. And maybe he will get arrested anyway, because some guys get upset. They show some dignity, and maybe they'll say, "What's really your problem? I'm not guilty of anything." And maybe they'll get arrested for assaulting a police officer, or who knows what they'll trump up. But the point is, they don't even have to do that. They can bully you and harass you on the street and just say, "Okay, you didn't turn out to be, this is a necessary, evil for us to do, a necessary procedure." So that's how it's going to work. And you guys who think you don't belong in the category, I mean, there's so many guys that are so suckerish about this. They'll say, "Well, I get along with the opposite sex. I'm not a lonely guy. I'm not an incel." But if you're a frumpy, neck-bearded guy who's single, and you're going to this film, and you're obviously a nerd, you are an incel to society. That's what an incel is to society. A man at the lowest rung of society. That's what you are. Do you understand? That's what incel actually means. And so this idea is that you're going to escape. You know, they can't read your mind. They just look at you and decide, yeah, you're one. And the simple fact is you are one. You know, because this has nothing to do with, you know, female reverence, so to speak. It's, you know, are you a low status man? Are you someone that would be deselected by the opposite sex? That's it. And so you're going to get abused. They don't know your inner mind. They don't care. Now, here's something else I want to point out. Postpartum depression, where women murder their own children when they're infants, that happens every bit as much as a murder spree. Yet you do not see police hanging around hospitals ready to arrest women who might murder their children. Because that's how it works, you see. Yeah, postpartum depression, it goes on an individual by individual basis. You know, but when a man does something terrible, it reflects on all men. And the society can't wait to use one man to attack another. So know what you're in for, guys. Okay? Don't be fooled. Don't think, you know, society's going to look at you and say he's one of the good ones. So that's what I have to say about this.